Crux, 60s, former child television star, the 1960s answer to Shirley Temple. Larry, 30s, handsome leading man, though a little the worse for wear. Lexi, 20s, wide-eyed newcomer. Scene 1. Scene. We are on the stage of the dilapidated Bucks County Playhouse circa 1998. The stage is bare except for a table and 5 chairs, a script at each place at the table. At Rise, Cesare and Cookie are seated at the table.
I hope they aren't late. We've only got 2 weeks to pull off Oklahoma. Well, they still have a few minutes.
Well, I'm glad we're alone, Cesare. There's something I wanted to say about your casting choice for Laurie.
Oh, please, not this again, Cookie. You know that Anastasia gets the lead in every show, and Laura is the lead in Oklahoma. If we do a passion play, Anastasia gets to be Jesus Christ.
Oh, because her father's bank holds the mortgage on this dump?
Precisely, because her father's bank holds the mortgage on this dump.
But Anastasia is unfortunate looking.
Think of it as beauty blind casting, where everyone is a trophy.
Well, if I have to be casted as Aunt Eller, could I make one minuscule change?
And what would that be?
Well, when I say to Curly, why, if I weren't an old woman, could I say instead, why, if I weren't a mature woman, perfectly ripened by time, who's still young and attractive enough to, you know,
No, Cookie.
Oh.
No, you're not rewriting Hammerstein.
Well, I've never seen a production of Oklahoma that adequately explored Aunt Eller's feminine mystique. The whole repressed sexual attraction that May so often feels for December. More precisely, Curly's long denied and therefore all the more powerful lusting after Aunt Eller.
If I'm going to explore any subtext, it'll be Curly's homophobia, exacerbated by life on the prairie, as well as a sublimated longing to take not Aunt Eller, not Laurie, but Judd Fry to the box social.
Well, then let me be Ado Annie.
No, Cookie. Lexi is Ado Annie.
Oh, but Lexi is 10 years old.
She is not. She is a young adult, a YA. They even have their own fiction now. And besides, we need some new blood around.
What am I, Sejari? Old blood?
Lexi and Larry enter laughing and sit down next to each other.
I hope we're not late. We were, getting to know each other.
Nope. Right on time.
I just want you all to know how... Oh, that's you. I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
I just want you all to know how honored I am to be here at the Bucks County Playhouse, where so many Broadway stars trod the boards. I just feel so thrilled to be here, and to be working on a new play is a dream come true.
New? Oklahoma? Oklahoma is 2,000 years old.
Lexi, I'm loath to disenchant you, but here at the Bucks County Playhouse, we rotate Oklahoma, Carousel, The King and I, My Fair Lady, South Pacific, and when we really get experimental at Easter and at Passover, Jesus Christ, Superstar.
So tell me, little girl, has Larry deflowered you yet?
Shut up, Becky.
No, and that's hurtful.
Oh, he will. He's got 2 weeks. Common wisdom holds that it really only takes 1 week to mount a show. But here it takes 2, because the first week is devoted exclusively to the actors figuring out who's going to sleep with who.
To whom?
I didn't come here for deflowering. I came here to practice my craft.
Oh, that'll work out. Larry has practiced his craft with every ingenue who's walked through that door, even me.
Shut up, Cookie. I was drunk, and you were still in full makeup.
Enough! Enough! It's time we got on with it. We can't wait for Sir Edwin any longer.
Sir, was he really knighted by the Queen?
Oh, never ever ask him about that.
All of stage left as Sir Edmund makes an entrance.
Oh,
Dapperly,
the farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, one man humps a plow, the other likes to kiss a cow. But there's no reason why they can't be friends.
Sir Edmund, you are late.
Fate. If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir.
Maybe we should all call an ambulance.
Somnambulist? Am I lily-livered boy?
Sit down if you can, Sir Edmund, and we will begin.
Whoa! I can, and I shall.
He sits down beside Cookie.
Are you still insisting, Cesare, that we find an Asian or African American for Judge Fry?
Yes, I am, Sir Edmund, for diversity's sake.
Ah, my fellow knight, Sir Lawrence Olivier did Othello in blackface. And if it was good enough for Oliver, it should be.
That would be so inappropriate.
Sir Edmund stands and leans across to reach for Lexi's hand.
Oh, and who might this bewitching young lady be?
This is Lexi, our adieu Annie. We're trying to make our cast radically, racially, and ethnically diverse. It's all the rage, and we need to include more minorities.
Ah, as you like it. But when I was the king in The King and I just boot-blacked my then plentiful hair, slanted up my eyes, and called it a day. We didn't know we were racist back then. There was simply a critical dearth of people of color when you needed them. That's why we could never do Porgy and Bess or Flower Drum Song.
So what are you and Cookie here for then? To fill the geezer quota?
Oh, do you think I'm unaware of my dotage? Do you think I don't know that when I at last win my Tony, it'll only be for Best Featured Artist and not the Best Leading Artist?
Can we move on to the matters at hand? There are issues that need review. Headshots, for one. Cookie, do you have a photo more recent than the last one that's on file? Say, one that was taken within, say, the last 30 years?
No.
I thought not. Which brings me to the bios. Larry, does the audience really need to know you can press 250? Sir Edmund, do you really want to thank, and I quote, none but myself? Lexi, are you sure you want to dedicate your performance to God? Cookie, are you really grateful to your cat? I'm not questioning Larry's athletic power, Sir Edmund's egomania, Lexi's religious convictions, or the character of Cookie's cat. I'm just saying that a theater program fraudulently run on Cookie's grandson's high school's copy machine while his teachers are in the lounge might not be the proper venue. Which reminds me, can he do about 200 more before Thursday?
Well, sure. So what if he gets expelled?
As to refreshments, for opening night, we've all got to do our part. If we're going to bring wine and cheese opening night to the opening night soiree, up to the level of mediocrity we've achieved heretofore,
I'd be happy to make brownies.
that would be lovely, Lexi.
What do you want me to do?
Could you make a dollar store run for, say, 50 bandanas? The whole cast will wear one, and the rest will staple up all over. Authentic country. Rubes wear bandanas, right?
Sure. And they shop at dollar stores.
The kids will provide their own costumes, of course. That'll get the moms sewing, and maybe we can wring a lasagna or two out of them for dress rehearsal.
Wear bibs, everybody. We don't want to stain our bandanas.
And Cookie, could you make a pit stop at Le Grand Fromage and pick up whatever expired cheese they're willing to give us for free? But don't leave it in the costume shop or the rats will nibble. And make sure to cut off the green parts before you put it out. Try to cut uniformly all around so nobody will suspect just how long our cheese has been aging.
I'd like to do more than just make brownies.
Okay, Lexi, look. You can get a big box of red wine and a big box of white wine. take the money out of the cash register in the box office.
Really, Cesare. She'll never get served. She can't possibly be 21.
I am 2.5.
I suppose I should do something for this cotillion.
Okay, let's splurge. Go to the Giant and get the biggest bag of potato chips you can find. And I've got a basket placed left over from the state fair. Presentation is everything.
Very well.
Do you mind if I try out my curtain speech? Welcome to Bucks County Playhouse. Your artistic director here, Cesare Saperstein. Sending a salute out to our subscribers and you lesser folk who could be enjoying discounts of $3. Tuesday through Friday and $2 on weekends. If you weren't afraid of commitment on all your favorite shows that just never get old, no matter how many 100 times you've seen them. Just a few provisos and caveats. Bathrooms are in the rear, men's to the left, ladies to the right, undecided, whichever. But because of the long lines at intermission, let's try to avoid liquids. Unless, of course, they're purchased from our vending machines and we get 10%. A special note, only one of our designated ladies' toilets is operational at this time. Please no tampon flushing, because our plunger was stolen for props. So without further ado, I give you Rogers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma.
Lexi stands and begins clapping enthusiastically. The others yawn collectively.
I cannot believe you people. Sure, you're old, but how can you be so jaded? You get to appear at the Bucks County Playhouse, a legend all over the country. The place where Robert Redford starred in Barefoot in the Park before it was even titled Barefoot in the Park. The place where women used to wear mink stoles even in summer because to see a show here was such a big deal. Where Kitty Carlisle fell in love with Moss Hart before she realized he was gay. I believe this theater is magic, and I'm proud to be a part of that magic. I believe that actors have godlike powers. We can make people forget their troubles for 2 hours. 2.5 with intermission. Name a single other profession besides performing that can do that.
Pimp. Drug dealer.
Okay, we can't cure cancer or feed all the starving children. But this we can do. And damn it, Caesar, yes, I do want to dedicate my performance to God.
Oh, bravo, Lexi! Bravo! Oh, this is what it's all about. Performing. And the camaraderie amongst performers. When I was a young man, there was a certain hail fellow, well-met spirit among actors. I was in Gigi, revival in the Philippines once. I was inebriated most of the time, but still, what a company we formed. All for one and one for all. Unfortunately, the whole cast contracted malaria and was quarantined. I think all the alcohol rendered me immune.
Suddenly, he turns
Oh, everyone quarantined, that is, except for myself and an actress who shall remain nameless.
Why does she have to remain nameless?
Oh, I'm too much of a gentleman to kiss and tell. Though, I will say, I was magnificent in the bedroom and on stage. Even in my cups, I never dropped a line. I was a lot like Richard Burton that way.
Richard Burton, your sister's ass. You won't name the actress because you can't remember who she is. You senile old coot. That and you're never willing to share billing with anybody.
Christ wounds, woman. The length of any show here has been largely determined by how many lines you've dropped. Many a full length you've turned into a one act. While my memory is unimpeachable, I can relate every detail of that Gigi tour. The quarantine lasted 3 days.
It was 4.
I shagged a customer.
She was a whore.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. We enjoyed one night together.
A night and a day.
I was the only actor who wasn't gay. And yes, I remember it well. What a gal. But, c'est la vie.
What a gal? That gal was me.
Ah. Yes, I remember it well.
Edmund rushes the cookie and takes her by the shoulders.
Are you telling me that you were that young actress in the Philippines and that Edmund Jr. is my son?
Of course, you idiot.
You're not looking for back child support, are you?
Oh, I'm not looking at anything from you. I just can't believe it's taken you all this time to figure it out. Didn't you suspect when I named it after you?
I assumed you were just a well-deserved, it was just a well-deserved accolade. But it's not too late. Sorry about this. It's not too late. Grow old along with me. The best is yet to come.
What show is that from?
None, I just made it up. Come on, Cookie, marry me.
He gets down on one knee.
If there's anybody out I lost my place. If there's anybody out and around this yard can hear my voice, I want him to know that Miss Cookie Crumbs is my girl. And she went and got she went and got me to marry her.
Cookie weakens and they embrace.
I love about musicals. They always have a happy ending.
I guess it's too late for a read-through now.
Maybe, but not for the grand finale.
She gets up on the table and belts.
And when we say, aye-yi-bi-yo, yay, we're